Hello guys, welcome to another space simulator video. Today, we are uncovering the best grinding methods for credits and diamonds. At the end of the video I will reveal the actual best method, but don't skip the video as all methods are useful based on what tools or game passes you have. We will start with credits. Let's start with our grinding method. Starting off with our first method. This involves going to Icarus for the Sun Onyx, which requires a spaceship with a high protection. 70 or 80 is recommended without modules. After getting the Sun Onyx, we still have some space left, so we will go to Mercury to look for artifacts. After testing this method, let's look at the aftermath. Let's start for a normal backpack. If you get the Sun Onyx and 2 golden nuggets, you get in total 28 credits, with a friend 30 for credits. In difference though, if you got artifacts instead of the nuggets, the amount of credits depend on the rarity and weight of the artifacts. As for large backpack users, they have the advantage to take something else, so the nuggets and 3 artifacts of their choice. If you include the nuggets, you get 28 credits plus the credits gotten from the artifacts. Here are my results. The second method involves a change, which is luck. We will first have to go to Saturn first to get the Rings Rock. Depending on the luck, we can get Rings Crystal. If you have got the Iridium pickaxe, use it at your advantage for higher crystal spawn rates. If you got the rocks and you got a small backpack, you can exchange the rock by deleting it and mine the organic matter on Enceladus, or just find artifacts. Or we can go on Mimas to get the compound ice or getting better artifacts. The next phase of the method consists in going to Uranus to do the same thing as Saturn. Now, if you are very experienced with moving objects, you could also try to get metallic hydrogen to sell on the gas planets. Just don't repeat my mistake of breaking your ship after. Overall, if you follow specific steps, you could get from 30 to 100 credits, though the downside of this method is that it wastes way more time than the previous one. Now we look at an interesting choice. You might have heard of Centaurus hunting for its particular way of grinding. For each Centaurus there is a possibility of finding nitrogen ice or a crate, which I will now give info about. Every season you can find 1 mythic crate, 2 legendary crates, 5 epic crates and approximately 10 rare crates. However, nitrogen ice can be found in the far frozen Centaurus or the normal ones, but those beyond the Kuiper belt. This way, if you manage to explore 5 Centaurus, you might get 30 to 60 or 40 to 100 credits per trip. Now, if you are experienced with moving objects once again, you can also try to get the Comet Rock once you are returning to Earth, or you can get the Moonlit Rock if you want an easier option. Just be careful when detaching. Now, we close the credits case and we analyze a way to get diamonds fast. There are a few ways you can get diamonds. You can either shoot with the bullets the icy dust for a possibility of a diamond. But the most efficient way is going around moons or dwarf planets like Titan, Makemake or Setna to either extract pure diamonds or search for artifacts that give diamonds, or you can complete some missions. Alright, let's cut to the aftermath. Overall, some of you might think there is a best method. However, if you count the credits count and time, there isn't really a best method. Really disappointing. So the actual best way is just to use one method and then another one after. Before I end the video, shout out to Devforpartner for accompanying me on these trips, and I will also announce that I will start my first compilation very soon, so stay tuned, by my curious viewers.